Hello everyone, Jack Boyles with Steam Engines USA, and today we've got a all original 1950s Jensen Model 75. Now this engine is a little bit different than the 75 that most people are accustomed to seeing. This is the one that started the 75 series. Um, so you can see it's Stamp 75. These are out there. You'll run across these every now and then. The interesting thing about this one, though, is it has the original banjo style burner. Tom Jensen, when he built this engine, he built it as an alcohol burning engine, and it really wasn't one of his favorite because kind of felt it was dangerous. But a lot of manufacturers were making alcohol engines, and it is one of the cheapest ways to fuel a steam engine. So this one picked up several years ago, and I was going through the collection here, and I saw it, and I thought I would share it with everyone. It's just a really nice, clean example. It looks like at some point over the years, a piece of the wood may have chipped on this one, and someone tried to repair that. But all in all, it's just a really nice part of the Jensen history. It has a vented firebox, so as you can see, they vented it so that the flames coming up would have a place to escape on the side of it, the fire and the flames. And the way this one basically works is you fill it up, unscrew the whistle or pop-up valve, fill it up with distilled water, and this little sight glass has your water line, so you could see you want it to be at least, up here higher on the higher end of this scale, about 2/3 full. Then you put alcohol in the burner, and it would light it and slide it under. And so this would be the heat source, which starts boiling the water inside the boiler. And then once that starts turning into steam, it would go down this line, and typically these would be closed off. You could open the whistle, open the whistle to vent it. The pop-up valve is also a safety release. If you can see that, it raises up if it gets too much pressure so that the tank doesn't explode. And then you open up your steam line. Steam would travel down to this oscillating engine cylinder, and just a little turn of the wheel and it would be off and running. So this one does have a small pulley on the side of it, so you could run an accessory off of this. And it is, as I found it, there's a little dent right there. I hate seeing engines with dents in them because they just stand out. But when they get this old, a lot of times it's hard not to have dents, scratches, marks here and there. But some folks, I've seen a lot of these online over the years where people have just gone in and just completely restored them. I typically like to keep them as an original as possible. If I've got duplicates, multiple versions of the same engine, then I would restore one of them. But this is just a really nice example. And so we'll look at just some of the differences between that one and this is the current Jensen Model 75. Spin around. And this one is actually, it's not the newest version. As you can see, this is a red label sticker, which dates it probably in the 70s. And it was run very little. You do have some discoloration on the firebox and the boiler here. That would actually polish up, and if you really wanted to be technical about it, you could probably clean some of this up and repaint it if you were just wanting it to be perfect. But This is just a really nice Model 75. It's basically the same principle, only Jensen changed the heat source to this tray. And the way that works is you would have, this is kind of an older Mamad fuel tablets, but there were different types of fuel tablets. Hold on just a moment. Alright, so I had to track down a few other examples. The Mamad, these do not come with Jensen's, but it was an old package that I picked up with another engine. And I like the old vintage products. This is an old box, older I would say, box of the dry fuel tabs, and then these are some newer boxes still shrinked up. But inside of these boxes you have these are dry fuel tabs, and this is basically a little tablet. You put them down in the tray. This one will hold 3, and then you slide that inside of the engine. And of course you light it with a lighter, and all 3 would start burning, and it would give you, a few minutes to several minutes of fire to heat the boiler. The boiler again creates steam. Steam comes down the steam line. You open that up. The steam puts pressure on the slide valve here. That's actually not a slide valve, but inside the cylinder here, and turn your flywheel, and the steam would start doing its job and pushing the cylinder back and then closing forward and back and forth. And so if you wanted to switch it, on this 75 model there's a reversing lever, so you throw the lever and it would go back the other way. It does have a little governor on here, so it just kind of looks really good. Little balls, little metal pieces will spin out the faster it goes, and you can just have fun playing with these. And then once the dry fuel tablet in here is completely burnt, knock it over there. Once that's completely burnt, you end up with a black tray like this, and you're get another tablet out and start all over. So some folks, you can get multiple trays, and some folks can actually put 2 or 3 trays loaded up ready to go, light one, and as soon as it starts burning out you can swap it out for another tray and keep your steam engine going for a little bit longer. So but this is pretty typical of a modern day Jensen 75. I actually have some new ones brand new in the box, and I actually sell them, so if you're interested in a new Jensen 75, let me know in the comment section and I will send you one. So let's see here. So back over here, this one, you just put the alcohol. This has got like a little stopper. Actually, I haven't even removed this. It's like a little cork. And I'm not actually going to remove it. I'm just going to leave it. It's been there for years. And I've not actually burnt this one. I've not done anything to it. I've not cleaned it. And it's actually been in our collection for several years now. But you would put the alcohol, take this little cork out, put your alcohol inside of this, and then it would, there's a little filament in here, wick basically laying down inside that little tray, and it would absorb the alcohol, and you would light this, and that's where your flames would be coming up here on the end. And so then you would just slide it inside of here like so and enjoy it. The danger with these, of course, is if you hit it, you got kicked, it got knocked over, that cork come out, then you have all this alcohol and it would catch on fire, and the whole entire thing would be burning. So I've actually seen some videos where folks were using alcohol burners and they dumped over and burnt their floor up, burnt their their whatever the toy was that they were playing with or using, burn it up. So they can be dangerous. So you do have to be careful. It's not a child's toy per se, but if you have a young child and you've gotten one of these for them, definitely I would suggest some adult supervision when it's in use. So very nice little engine here, Jensen model 75, 1950s, and a lot of times I'll look on the bottom of these. A lot of times people put their name, maybe when they got it. There's nothing on the bottom of this. But every now and then it'll just give you a little bit more information about these steam engines and their history. So from High Point, North Carolina, Steam Engines USA, the Model 75 Jensen steam engines. 1950s, 1970s or so, and then we have today's version. If you're interested, hit the like button, subscribe, and if you're interested in purchasing one of these, we're an authorized dealer and we'll be glad to sell you one. Have a great day.